So, Sunny, would you please say a few words about the campaign and your association with Peter?
Sure. In asking to this, it was a very easy answer to say yes. I didn't have to think twice about it. I didn't have to say, oh, should I do this or should I not? It's something that I practice in my life. And I believe that we live in a time where you can make choices of buying leather, buying fur, buying products that use animals. We have that choice now. There are other options and alternatives. And they're really nice ones. The alternatives are nice. And I really hope that people, when you go out and you're buying that new bag, that you just take a second and think about where it came from, how it got into your hands. It's something that's very emotional for me when I think about what is being done. I do encourage everybody out here to take a look at what happens to animals when you're holding that beautiful bag or that belt or those shoes or that jacket or that skirt or anything else that you're wearing, because it hurts them and it doesn't, we don't need to hurt them. I really hope you guys make the choice not to buy leather, to make the choice to buy other products. We're not hurting anybody. There's enough hurt and anger and so many different things that are happening in this world. Why can't we just, one at a time, make it a little nicer? I hope you guys make good choices out there that are good for you.
Thank you so much, Sunny. I would now request Mr. Jaspreet Chandok from IMG Reliance to say a few words.
Glad in the morning today at the Circular Design Challenge, which is the largest award for sustainability in the country, where we actually unveiled an alternative for leather, which is pleather, which is made from recycled flowers, you know, and has the same properties as leather. So I think as a fashion week, one of the things that we will do is work towards finding these alternatives, giving these alternatives the, you know, the right of space to communicate with the larger community of luxury brands and designers, so that we can create this movement towards, you know, a more leather-free fashion industry. Also from our end, you know, we also wanted to make a commitment in some ways. So we are looking at, you know, and Darshana, who heads sustainability for us, is going to work towards at least making Sustainable Fashion Day leather-free, you know, with a leather-free focus going forward. So, you know, at least we have a start point towards this, you know, so that's something that we hope to achieve in the seasons to come as well.
Great, and we can't thank you and your entire team enough for this, and we really look forward to the next season. Since we are short on time, we would now request you know, media members to ask questions which are relevant to this campaign.
What are the leather products that you all use in your day-to-day life, and you would want to give up on them? Leather products that you use in your day-to-day life, and you would want to give up on them.
Well, I personally don't use leather products at all. So whatever I'm wearing today is completely vegan. I've already given up leather, wearing leather like 15 years ago. And I'm still living, like, you know, without leather. So I think that's proof enough.
I am in the same position as Sachin. I don't use leather products either. My first question from any designer when I speak to my stylist is this leather, when it looks like leather? And if they don't know, they have to verify. The same thing goes with shoes, bags, anything that I use for any of the shoots I do, or even just walking around in my normal life. Leather is not a part of my life anymore, and it's okay. And we're all living, and we're all, like Sachin said, we're all moving past, and we can all buy beautiful things, and it doesn't need to hurt anyone. You know, when you actually see what happens, and I encourage everybody to take a look. Ignorance is not something that we should have in our life. We should know the things that are happening around us. So I bad leather in my life to answer your question. I have a dog, and my dog still has her fur and skin on her forever.
So my question is that what steps or what initiatives you all will take to ensure that those who aren't really hardcore veganism fans will also come out and support this kind of fashion?
So that's why we have this campaign, to attract the public. We have undercover investigation footages to show to the public what happens to animals used in the fashion industry. And yeah, we have a different means to cater to different type of crowd. And this is something that we have come up with, and we just hope that a lot more people will make note of it and contact us, call us, and ask about alternatives, how they can go leather free.
And a lot of these animals are abused before they even get to the chopping block. They are caged, they're poked, they are chained, unleashed, put in tiny little cages. They can't stand up. They've never met their mother. They've never had milk from their mother. They're pulled away from everything that, when someone is born or an animal is, you think that their life is going to be amazing. It's just a fresh new start. But a lot of these animals are pulled away from their families. They're pulled away, and then they're poked, and then they're killed. And some of these animals are skinned alive. They're not even given the humane approach of, passing before they're skinned. So if all of us, or maybe some of us, maybe your circles of friends, we can all get together and say, hey, as a group, let's not use leather. This is what's happening. This is what's out there. They're screaming, yelling, their skin is being pulled off. They're animals that are shrieking and crying because they're not being treated humanely. Even wool, for that matter, is it's unbelievable what happens out there to animals.
Can I ask one more question?
Yes.
Can I?
Yes, yes.
Assuming.
Excuse me, I am M.K. Verma. I just want to tell you that leather industry and leather design, these two are the most important part of our industry nowadays. So how can you discourage these two major? One is from fashion design, that is you know very well that it is taught in lift and other fashion courses. Another is leather technology, which is being taken from different leather sources, which Madam has said that this should be discouraged. So my question is that how can you discourage to minimize it? Thank you.
So it is us who decides, right? Like what is important, what is not. And the world is evolving. People are moving away from things that cause suffering to animals or humans. So if there are alternatives, why not go with it, and why just stick to something which is like old and archaic? I don't think leather is something that makes a bold statement anymore.
You could just share the story of how you came about the entire process of what goes on in making a leather product, and when was the first time that you discovered it in beauty?
I stopped dating maybe about 4 or 5 years ago. It was when, the light, there was a switch. And I watched dogs at the Leone meat festival being poked, boiled alive, burned alive, killed, beyond imaginable suffering that was happening. And it was a really, really easy choice for me to say, can't look at it. I don't want to eat it. I have no interest in it. I know what's being done to these animals. I would sit there and I would cry so much when I would see what would happen to these animals. And they're innocent, and they did nothing wrong. They have no voice. So that was when, you know, our relationship also formed here in India. And some of the videos that I saw here, very, very disturbing. Some of the cows, them putting mirchi in the cows' eyes as they're trying to burn them into one area to another. Again, an animal screeching and crying is probably one of the worst sounds you'll hear next to a human suffering. It's that same sort of trauma. So that's how our relationship started. Didn't start, you know, that good feeling, but now it's a good feeling that maybe we're making a difference, and maybe one person at a time we can, you know, help them make a different choice. Because we all have choices in life, and either choose to buy it or we choose not to.
Any more questions?
Hello, I'm Sridhar from WWF. So, the wild animals are also, you know, fitted in your framework.
Wild animals?
Because there is so much poaching and other, you know, other activities are going on. To sell the leather. Compared with the domesticated animals, the leather of wild animals is very much expensive. So, you have any, you know, plan for that? Not only that.
So it's not just about, you know, domestic animals or cattle, but we are just saying stay away from animal skin. Like what I'm sure most of you don't know is leather is also dog skin. A lot of the stuff that we wear is dog skin. Just because we don't have a tag, we don't know about it. So, you know, it's better to stay away from animal skin, be it any kind, domestic animals or wild animals. So yes, we support it.
I think if everybody here on their phones, their very, very nice phones, types in PETA on their social media pages, you'll get a very good idea of, you know, why you have certain questions, and why we believe in certain things that we do.
Yeah, sometimes what we see is like a lot of graphic videos, very disturbing. But until and unless we watch, we don't watch them, we don't know what exactly is happening to animals. And yes, we urge each one of you over here to please go and watch these videos. Tell your family and friends what happens to animals in the clothing industry, and just try and avoid using leather.
The last question for the evening, please.
Hi, I'm Grishma. I'd like to know, I agree with the values of Peter, and I try to make the most conscious choices when I go to purchase. But I'd like to know that I've seen like a lot of unaware audience, like the ones who actually say that, oh, this is pure leather, and they feel proud about it, you know. But I know that, you know, that's wrong. And if I tell them, because I know that if I tell them, and they'll be like, you know, also the alternative is like artificial leather. So I think the audience needs to be more aware, and I'd like to know how is Peter India taking care of an initiative like that to, you know, popularize it.
That's why we have Sunny over here today, so that, you know, most of you write about it, and your audience reads about it, watches these videos, and go and look up Peter leather videos.
And why we're here. So thank you. This is an amazing platform.
Of course,
that
Lakme
goes
team
out.
is doing this has this amazing initiative, and we are really looking forward to the next season, wherein, like, you know, we'll have more sustainable alternatives. So these are the mediums through which we, you know, try to reach out to the public. So, and I'm sure like people like you play an important role. So when you go and convince your friends, it means a lot. You know, even if we are able to change one person over here today, I think it makes a whole lot of a difference.
Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, Sachin. Thank you, Sunny. Thank you, Jaspreet. And thank you, everyone.
I hope you have somewhat made a pledge to yourself to change a few habits. If not, then go to Peter's website that does it. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Darshana.
एक मिनट रुको हम दे रहे हैं ये अरे
Glad in the morning today at the Circular Design Challenge, which is the largest award for sustainability in the country, where we actually unveiled an alternative for leather, which is pleather, which is made from recycled flowers, you know, and has the same properties as leather. So I think as a fashion week, one of the things that we will do is work towards finding these alternatives, giving these alternatives the, you know, the right of space to communicate to the larger community of luxury brands and designers, so that we can create this movement towards, you know, a more leather-free fashion industry. Also from our end, you know, we also wanted to make a commitment in some ways. So we are looking at, you know, and Darshana, who heads sustainability for us, is going to work towards at least making Sustainable Fashion Day leather-free, you know, with a leather-free focus going forward. So, you know, at least we have a start point towards this, you know, so that's something that we hope to achieve in the seasons to come as well.
Great, and we can't thank you and your entire team enough for this, and we really look forward to the next season. Since we are short on time, we would now request you know, media members to ask questions which are relevant to this campaign.
What are the leather products that you all use in your day-to-day life, and you would want to give up on them? Leather products that you use in your day-to-day life, and you would want to give up on them.
Well, I personally don't use leather products at all. So whatever I'm wearing today is completely vegan. I've already given up leather, wearing leather like 15 years ago. And I'm still living like, you know, without leather. So I think that's proof enough.
I am in the same position as Sachin. I don't use leather products either. My first question from any designer when I speak to my stylist is this leather, when it looks like leather? And if they don't know, they have to verify. The same thing goes with shoes, bags, anything that I use for any of the shoots I do, or even just walking around in my normal life. Leather is not a part of my life anymore, and it's okay. And we're all living, and we're all, like Sachin said, we're all moving past, and we can all buy beautiful things, and it doesn't need to hurt anyone. I think, you know, when you actually see what happens, and I encourage everybody to take a look. Ignorance is not something that we should have in our life. We should know the things that are happening around us. So I don't have leather in my life to answer your question. I have a dog, and my dog still has her fur and skin on her forever.
So my question is that what steps or what initiatives you all will take to ensure that those who aren't really hardcore veganism fans will also come out and support this kind of fashion?
So that's why we have this campaign, you know, to attract the public. We have undercover investigation footages to show to the public what happens to animals used in the fashion industry. And yeah, we have different means to, you know, cater to different type of crowd. And this is something that we have come up with, and we just hope that a lot more people will make note of it and contact us, call us, and ask about alternatives, how they can go leather free.
And a lot of these animals are abused before they even get to the chopping block. They are caged, they're poked, they are chained, leashed, put in tiny little cages. They can't stand up. They've never met their mother. They've never had milk from their mother. They're pulled away from everything that, you know, when someone is born or an animal is, you think that their life is going to be amazing. It's a freshly start. but a lot of these animals are pulled away from their families. They're pulled away, and then they're poked, and then they're killed. And some of these animals are skinned alive. They're not even given the humane approach of, passing before they're skinned. So if all of us, or maybe some of us, maybe your circles of friends, we can all get together and say, hey, as a group, let's not use leather. This is what's happening. This is what's out there. They're screaming, yelling, their skin is being pulled off. They're animals that are shrieking and crying because they're not being treated humanely. Even wool, for that matter, it's unbelievable what happens out there to animals.
Can I ask one more question?
Yes.
Can I?
Yes, yes.
Assuming. Sorry.
Excuse me, I am M.K. Verma. I just want to tell you that leather industry and leather design, these two are the most important part of our industry nowadays. So how can you discourage these two major? One is from fashion design, that is you know very well that it is taught in lift and other fashion courses. Another is leather technology, which is being taken from different leather sources, which Madam has said that this should be discouraged. So my question is that how can you discourage to minimize it? Thank you.
So it is us who decides, right? Like what is important, what is not. And the world is evolving. People are moving away from things that cause suffering to animals or humans. So if there are alternatives, why not go with it, and why just stick to something which is like old and archaic? You know? I don't think leather is something that makes a bold statement anymore.
You could just share the story of how you came about the entire process of what goes on in making a leather product, and when was the first time that you discovered it?
I stopped dating maybe about 4 or 5 years ago. Is when the light there's a switch, and I watched dogs at the Leone Meat Festival being poked, boiled alive, burned alive, killed, beyond imaginable suffering that was happening. And it was a really, really easy choice for me to say, I can't do it anymore. I can't look at it. I don't want to eat it. I have no interest in it. I know what's being done to these animals. I would sit there and I would cry so much when I would see what would happen to these animals. And they're innocent, and they did nothing wrong. They have no voice. So that was when our relationship also formed here in India. And some of the videos that I saw here, very, very disturbing. Some of the cows, them putting mirchi in the cows' eyes as they're trying to burn them into one area to another. Again, and the animal screeching and crying is probably one of the worst sounds you'll hear next to a human suffering. It's that same sort of trauma. So that's how our relationship started. Didn't start, that good feeling, but now it's a good feeling that maybe we're making a difference, and maybe one person at a time we can, help them make a different choice. Because we all have choices in life, and either choose to buy it or we choose not to.
Any more questions?
Hello, I'm Sridhar from LFW. So, the wild animals are also, fitted into your framework.
Wild animals?
Because there is so much poaching and other, other activities are going on to sell the leather. And compared with the domesticated animals, the leather of wild animals is very much expensive. So, you have any, plan for that? Not only that.
So it's not just about domestic animals or cattle, but we are just saying stay away from animal skin. Like what I'm sure most of you don't know is leather is also dog skin. A lot of the stuff that we wear is dog skin. Just because we don't have a time, we don't know about it. So it's better to stay away from animal skin, be it any kind, domestic animals or wild animals. So yes, we support it.
I think if everybody here on their phones, their very, very nice phones, types in PETA on their social media pages, you'll get a very good idea of why you have certain questions, why we believe in certain things that we do.
Yeah, sometimes what we see is like a lot of graphic videos, very disturbing. But until and unless we don't watch them, we don't know what exactly is happening to animals. And yes, we urge each one of you over here to please go and watch these videos. Tell your family and friends what happens to animals in the clothing industry, and just try and avoid using leather.
The last question for the evening, please. Hi, I'm Grishma. I'd like to know, I agree with the value of media, and I try to make the most conscious choices when I go out to purchase. But I'd like to know that I've seen like a lot of unaware audience, like the ones who actually say that, oh, this is pure leather, and they feel proud about it, But I know that that's wrong, and if I tell them, because I know that if I tell them, and they'll be like, also the alternative is like artificial leather. So I think the audience needs to be more aware, and I'd like to know how is PETA India taking care of an initiative like that to popularize it.
That's why we have Sunny over here today, so that most of you write about it, and your audience reads about it, watches these videos, and go and look up PETA leather videos.
And while we're here, so thank you. This is an amazing platform.
Of course,
that
Lakme team is doing this has this amazing initiative, and we are really looking forward to the next season, wherein we'll have more sustainable alternatives. So these are the mediums through which we try to reach out to the public. So, and I'm sure people like you play an important role. So when you go and convince your friends, it means a lot. Even if we are able to change one person over here today, I think it makes a whole lot of a difference.
Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, Sachin. Thank you, Sunny. Thank you, Jaspreet. And thank you, everyone. I hope you have somewhat made a pledge to yourself to change a few habits. If not, then go to PETA's website that does it. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Darshana.
एक मिनट रुको हम दे रहे हैं अरे
All of you? One more? नहीं जी इधर मत देखो अरे मैम
सोलो
From that side.
ब्रांड के पास
Hello, ma'am. एक मिनट लेफ्ट मॅम बसून काम करता येतच नाही कोणाला राईट नाही घ्या सर्वांत पोर्ट्रेट कर